Hello. So for this video, I'll be talking about a place-based lesson plan that I wrote in my social studies class. This lesson plan is geared towards the second grade classroom. And the standards come from the Kansas Social Studies standards for second grade under geography. And the main idea is the concept of mapping. And under places and institutions, I have classroom. So for this lesson plan, for the objectives, students will be able to correctly identify cardinal directions on a map key, and they will also be able to explain what a map title is. And the second objective is that students will actually create a map, and they'll do it in their classroom. So for this lesson, to kind of start things off as the teacher, I want to ask them questions and figure out what the students know. So for example, the first question I'm going to ask is really simple. I'm going to ask students to raise their hand if they've ever seen a map before. And I want to start there and kind of see how much, what the kids know exactly. And then after that, following it, I'm going to ask the students, what is a map? And I'm going to have the students talk in groups. And during this engage piece, as I ask questions, I'm going to use different Kagan strategies. One strategy that I use is I have the students talk to their shoulder partner. Then another one that I incorporate is having students talk to their face-to-face partner. And as I ask these questions, the students, they talk for about 2 minutes. And I'm going to have a timer and watch it on my phone to keep things organized and structured. And then for the engage piece, I'm going to play a video via YouTube. The video is about 8 minutes long, but I'm only going to play it up until about 6:40. So in this video at the beginning, really answers the question, what is a map? And it goes over things like, what is a cardinal direction? What is a map key? What is a map title? So after it explains these things, something really unique about this video, and is why I specifically wanted to use it, is that there's actually another second grade teacher who draws a map of her classroom and actually applies some of the concepts that the video talks about. And I thought this video would serve as a great model for the students. So then after this video is played, I'm going to ask the students, from this video, what did you learn? Then the students are going to talk in groups. I'm going to have them do a round robin format. I'll give each student a few minutes to talk, and they'll go around. And then after they're done talking, I'll bring them together, and I'll ask questions like, what is a map key? What is a map title? What are cardinal directions? And we'll go over these things. And once I think the students really are understanding, they're able to communicate these things, I'm going to tell them that we're going to do an activity and that we're actually going to create a map of our classroom. So in this lesson, they're learning about some new concepts regarding maps. They're getting to directly apply them, getting to apply that learning. So after I share this with the students, as a visual on the board, I'm going to write down the 3 expectations for the map that they're going to make, which is they just need to have a map title, a cardinal direction. They need to have a proper map key of some of the different big pieces in the classroom. And after I've done this, I'm going to pass out white printer paper to the students. I'm going to tell them that they can use markers on their tables. They're going to work in groups. Now I'm going to tell the students that they can get to work. And as they're working, I'm going to come around and answer questions and see what I can do to help them out. And I'll be there as a resource for them. And then towards the end of the lesson, I have a rubric that I created. There are 2 criteria. The first criteria is I'm going to grade on neatness. The second criteria is on if the students met the expectation. And also during the lesson, I shared with the students that after they do the lesson, if they want to, during recess time, they can actually use their map and they can go on a treasure hunt. So towards the end of that YouTube video is what you see is a treasure hunt. That's kind of why I paused it, 'cause I didn't think the students needed to see that. So the students will get to actually do that during recess time, which I hope makes the learning fun for them. That's all. Have a good one.